What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map. And with no Gaia videos coming out, that means you guys are in luck. You're going to get more Desolation. We're going to be building, my friends, okay? I did want to bring some PvP to you occasionally, but today we're going to do some building because I've been building my butt off. You know, with no survival Minecraft to play, I've had a lot of time to work. And work I have, because look, whoop. You can't see it. Look at this. I worked on something, my friends, and it's not done, but I got another build in here. I was working on, going from that end to this end, but I decided to skip ahead a little bit. So let me show you what I got going on here. This is just a building, and I thought it came out pretty nice. Huh? What do you think? A nice little cornerstone building. I think I could use a little bit more detail, so I'm probably going to do that. Not right now. I just wanted to show you what we got. But yeah, I think it needs a little bit more detail. What do you guys think? I got some gobbledygook here. It's very hard to do Chinese lettering in any kind of... It has to be huge, as you see here. Oh, I got a big sign. And this sign says... That says eat. And that says meat. It's advertising for the beef industry. Eat meat. And the reason I put that up there is because I think this is going to be maybe the interior is going to probably be some sort of shop where you buy meat. Not necessarily a butcher, but maybe like a little mini supermarket. There's a lot of floor space here, so I was thinking like Asian supermarket, you know what I mean? Where they got all sorts of things hanging in the windows, and then all sorts of weird fruits and vegetables you've never seen before. And it's all the smells of fish coming out of it. So that's what I'm going to be doing with the interior, I think. As you can see, the sides here, I did nothing because there's going to be another building touching it. So what do you guys think? I think in the interior here, I was thinking maybe like more apartments. I'm not really 100% sure. I got balconies here for people to look out on and PvP with, but I've got so many living, like there's the population of Chinatown. If you're basing it on the amount of living quarters here, it's like 3 million people. There's so many living quarters. I got a few offices, of course, like this one here. I mean, I think these are offices, right? Oh no, this is the one Xbox Man IGO we're working on. Or is it? Or did I build this? No, I built this. I don't know. I lose track of what... Yeah, I built this. Never mind. This is not an office. Never mind. I know it's dark, but... Anyway, so that's what I'm going to work on in the interior-wise with this. Probably more apartments. And maybe up here, I don't know, maybe... this is too small for an apartment in there. So I don't know what to put in here. I got no idea, but we'll see what happens. I finished the jacuzzi area. Did I show you guys this yet? A little jacuzzi area. Nothing too fancy. I think this is what we left off on the last Chinatown video. Still haven't gotten to the taxi. I did skin the wall, so this is going to be the torture room. I got to work on this still, and then this will be done. And the taxis will be done. I worked on a lot. I don't remember what I showed you, what I didn't show you. I worked on that floor there. So almost done with that. Oh, look at the back of this place. Yeah, I did that too. I've been working, guys. I've been hard at work. So what I want to do now is I would like to get a lot of work done in today's video. So I'm going to do a big cut. And I'm going to get a lot of... I might even just finish this market. I don't know yet. But I'm going to do a big cut here. And we're going to come back and see some progress. And man, at this rate, Chinatown is going to be popping off real soon. I can't wait for that. So... stay with me. We're going to do a little cut and we will be back. And we are back. It is the future for you, but it is the present for me. That doesn't make much sense. Okay, it's always the present. Even if you were to travel into the future, it would still be the present. So think about that, guys. There is only present moment, all right? Anyway, we're back to Chinatown. I worked a little bit off camera. I told you we're going to do a big cut, and this is a sort of a big cut. I would call it a medium cut. I did some exterior work. I think you're going to notice these pillars here. I added some pillars there and there. I think it adds a little something to it. Looks a little bit better, I think, now. I also added this sign here. I haven't written anything on it. I might do gobbledygook like this, or I might look up some Chinese lettering that I could fit in there. Like I've said, Chinese lettering is hard to fit in these little spaces, so I don't know. I might just do gobbledygook, make my own Chinese language. Same thing for here. Put something there. I don't know. I got to look up. I got to do some research. We'll do that off camera. Off camera research. I added some pillars here as well. Yeah. Look what I can do. I can break it. I built it so I can break it. I added these pillars as well. So yeah, I think it looks good. Wait a second. What do you guys think? Are there any other details that I could add to this thing to make it look a little bit better? I don't know. I also did some interiorizing. I want you guys to remember that the apocalypse hasn't hit the city yet. Not the city, it's hit the city. It hasn't hit Chinatown yet. Chinatown is unapocalypsized, so it's going to look a lot rougher than this, but this is a market. Now, as I was building this, I was thinking to myself, you know, like I said, there's just so many people living here, but where do these people get their food? And, you know, all these little markets, sure, they might have some little things, but they don't like, we need like a supermarket. So I built this floor, and I was thinking to myself, you know what, we should utilize the floors above this as more supermarkets, right? More market. So this is your random goods. I don't know, maybe some vegetables, maybe some hair care products, I don't know. But you go up here. I gotta figure out what to do with that hole here. I'm breaking everything. Look what I can do. Yes. So you go up this little staircase here that I built, and you come to the second floor of the market. Now, this is more like the meat section, I guess I would say, just because it's a lot redder. And we also got this some meat dangling here. You see it hanging from the hooks, right? And then we got this little, I don't know, this is probably like seafood where you put the fish on ice. Of course, you know, it's the post-apocalypse, and when it's time to post-apocalypsize, I might have some water running, like the ice melted. I've done that in a couple other stores. It's added some great PvP elements. Oh, one thing I also did is I extended these balconies out. You couldn't even walk on them before, but now you can. So now they're fully functional balconies. Which brings us to the next floor, which I have not done yet. And this is going to be the third floor of the supermarket. I might even go a floor up, too. Look at everything I did. I got more stuff to show you. Look at all this. So I'll work on that in a moment. That next floor. Then we've got this floor here. And I think I'm going to make this like flowers. But I also made a staircase. A very dangerous one, mind you. So be careful if you're going to come up this staircase. I made a staircase that enables you to get up to the top. And what would you want to do from the top, you wonder? You ask? Well, I'll tell you. Maybe you can elytra. I don't know. There's going to be an elytra on this map. At least one, maybe multiples. I don't know. I don't know. If you got feather falling, you can make it to there, probably. If you got feather falling 4, possibly. That's a close one. So make sure you know what you're doing. And yeah, so a lot of roof access. A lot of roof access. You can get up all on here. A lot of PvP opportunities. I can't wait to see how people are going to parkour around this map. Or at least this part of the map, the Chinatown Park. There's a lot of parkour opportunities out here. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know exactly how far you can jump. Like there. That was a nice one. That was a good one. And of course, you know, the higher person gets the advantage. Whoever has got the elevation generally has the advantage in a battle. Because they can see more. They can do more. They can smell more. Yes. So, I don't know how much I want to work on today. Because to be honest with you guys, this is feeling a little bit redundant. Do you guys feel this is redundant? All these interiors, one after the other. It's like a non-stop parade of interiors on this channel. And maybe, you know, I'm starting to feel a little bored building them. So I'm getting the feeling that maybe it's a little boring to watch me do interior after interior. Even if these interiors are highly creative and they're all unique. That still doesn't change the fact that we're doing the same thing a lot. And granted, you know, each interior is different in not only appearance, but what it is, you know. So this is more like a market interior. So I can do things a little bit differently than I would if it was like a house interior, you know. I think we've been doing a lot of house interiors in the city of Chinatown recently. Haven't you noticed this? But I don't know, man. A lot of people live here, like I said. So what should be on this floor? More trinkets? Maybe like feminine hygiene? That could be something that you find up here. A lot of pink stuff, right? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. What else would you find in a market? I don't know. I kind of want to keep this to food. So let's get food colors. Like brown's a food color. Like yellow's a food color. We'll do a lot of yellows on this rack. I like to keep the colors kind of coordinated. So that when it's time to fill up the chest, I kind of know what's supposed to be here. So this is going to be like bananas, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man. You got to use your imagination, guys. I can't do all the work for you. I'm always talking about imagination because, you know, you don't realize until it's time to play You know, how realistic things come across, you know. I could say, oh, in my head, yeah, these are bananas, but, you know, I don't know. Some people don't see it that way. Possibly. And that's understandable. But this is Minecraft. You know, you have to use your imagination. That's just part of the territory. We all knew that, I think. Okay, I like to put in slabs as well. Sprinkle some slabs in so it's not all blocky. You can't have it all blocky. No one wants that. Okay, and then I add some shelves is what I've been doing. Let's add some shelves just like this. And it'll make more sense. You know, these shelves are like half full, right? If you were in a real store, they'd mostly be full. But they're going to be half full because of the apocalypsation process that is to come in the future. And I want to have it so that all I have to do when it's time to apocalypsize is just add some things to the floor, right? So normally if this was like, if I was building this like as it is supposed to be, then these racks would be full of stuff. But since I'm doing them half full, when it's time to apocalypsize, all I have to do is just knock some things on the floor. Just add some things to the floor and then that's it. So that is my strategy here. So I think the apocalypsations in Chinatown are actually going to go pretty quickly. I'm a little bit excited to start them because I guess, well, that means if I have started them, then Chinatown's pretty much done. Oh, man. Just saying those words, it's just like, man. I remember I felt this way when I was working on the mall. I was actually looking back at some old videos, just feeling nostalgic. And I looked at the mall. I made a video for the mall. You guys remember that video where I was like, the mall was done. And so I'd made like a montage of like a lot of the mall videos just showing the progress. And my favorite part about that video was I started off in black and white. And then slowly with each clip I added more color. And I thought that was a really cool effect. And then by the end it was like full color, the mall was done. Anyway, I was looking back at that video and I was getting nostalgic. And I feel kind of the same way about the mall that I do about Chinatown. It's like I really, really want it to be done. Like that's my main motivation. I was like, I just want to get this Chinatown done. But looking back at the mall and looking back at those videos, the funnest part about the mall was building the thing. Right? It's about the journey, not the destination. I'm going to look back at Chinatown and be like, oh man, remember when I was building all those Chinese buildings? How much fun that was. I wish I could do it again, right? But now that I'm in the moment now, it's like, oh, I just want this to be done, right? Retrospect is a crazy thing. You know, time, we were talking about time just moments ago. Time is a great healer. It changes perspective. It heals the body, the mind, the spirit. Everything is healed in time. And time can make you look back on, like, you know, hard times with reverence. You know, you look back on the hard times of your life, and you know, 20 years later, you're like, man, why was I so angry or sad or depressed at that time? It was a great learning experience, right? But only with age can you understand it. When you're in the moment, you're just like, oh, this is terrible. My life sucks. Anyway, so that's my little that's my little lesson for today, guys. It's only, you know, it only seems bad. If it seems bad, it only seems bad at the time. But you know, you give it some time, and you will think differently about a situation, right? How does that work for you guys? Right, like that? Something like that. I don't know. It's nondescript. I'll figure out what these things are when it's time to fill the chest. That's how I do it. I kind of come across an area. I'm like, what is this? What was I trying to get across? Oh, it's supposed to be toiletries. So then I'll fill up the chest with deodorants and toothpaste and toilet paper, right? But for now, it can just be stuff. Alright, I don't want to make a terribly long video today because I've been making very long videos recently, and I don't really expect you guys to you know, maintain your focus for this long when we're working on interiors. I'm having trouble myself. It's funny with these interiors. It's such like a second-hand thing for me. It's like I don't even have to think about it anymore. I'm just an autopilot. Like I'm talking to you guys. My full attention is on what I'm saying, and I have no idea what I'm building. I'm just like my fingers know the way. My fingers know what to do now, and I just let them do their thing. And it's pretty cool. When I started this YouTube thing, it was the opposite. Like I could not focus on what I was saying because I was so focused on the build. Now it's the exact opposite. I don't know. I'm getting close to having put my 10,000 hours in. You know, they say that in order to master something, you need to have 10,000 hours of experience. And I feel like I'm pretty close to that YouTube-wise. Pretty close to 10,000 hours. It's generally like full-time for 4 years. I don't think I've been doing this for 4 years. So maybe I'm not as close as I think. And I got some learning to do. Well, obviously I got some learning to do. Since I only have 2,000 subscribers. I mean, I'm doing something wrong. It's probably because I share my opinion a lot. And people have a different opinion. So they're like, unsub. That's probably what it is. But I don't know. I'm very opinionated, whatever. I share my opinions, so... Alright, anyway, I think we're going to work on this off camera. I think that's a good enough video for today. I got a lot of progress done. We had that one cut that took us far into the future, and we almost have another building done. If you have any suggestions on what to put on this sign, if you are good at Chinese lettering and you can do it very small-like, I guess we're looking like 3x3s at the max. So, like, you know... This is my gobbledygook language, right? Did I say gook? There we go. Like that. Right, I could do that. I could. But I would like it if they were real, like, at least resembled Chinese letters and meant something. So maybe if someone who spoke Cantonese or Mandarin comes onto this map, they have a little Easter egg, possibly. That would be my goal. But, you know, that's asking a lot because these letters are huge. I could barely fit eat meat. Like, eat meat in Cantonese is just, like, huge. And I don't think you could do it any smaller than that, okay? Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. That's the video for today. Got some interiors done. We're going to get some more interiors done off camera. We'll be back with you on Friday to talk about more beautiful things. Hopefully have a lot more progress to show you on Chinatown. And get closer to finishing because... not following my own advice. I don't care about finishing. I'm just enjoying this ride. I hope you guys are enjoying this ride too. And are learning something from this and getting something out of it at the very least, and having fun and playing some Minecraft. That's what we do over here, guys. So leave a like if you enjoy this. Put any comments that you have in the comment section below. I'd really love to hear what you have to say. And please consider subscribed if you haven't already. Alright guys, that's going to be the episode for today. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.